Hey cruise fans, and welcome back to Ray and Sue's travel channel. We're on the beautiful Vision of the Seas on our 10-day cruise around the Mediterranean. In today's video we're going to do an updated version of our Palma de Mallorca tour of downtown, of the cathedral and Anima beach. Enjoy. Well, good morning everybody, it's day 4. This is Ray and Sue's travel channel and we're on the beautiful Vision of the Seas, and we're in Palma de Mallorca today. We are at a different terminal than the one that we was previously. Today we're going to walk off the ship. As you can see, we've started already. You can get a €10 transfer down to the cathedral, but we thought today we would see some of the local town around the port, and also see if we could find some public bus services that will take us to the same place. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Stay tuned. And so when you get off the ship, you enter into this little arrivals area, and it takes you down to the front of the terminal, and it's nice and covered over. It's not a long walk, particularly a couple of 100 yards, and we'll get to the terminal itself. It's very akin to the airport terminals with the moving walkways, which we'll use now. And Palma de Mallorca, of course, is a really large port. There's a costa ship here on the other side of the port, a few ferries, and then as we pan round to the right here, we can see a TUI AIDA cruise ship, and of course our own one, the Vision of the Seas. And so that's the arrivals hall, and Sue is there waiting patiently for me, so stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back to the channel everybody, and we're in Palma de Mallorca, and we've just walked out of the cruise terminal itself, and here it is. Obviously everybody taking the opportunity to walk off today. Outside the port terminal is various ticket offices, and there's some bus services up here on the centre of the screen. There's a queue for the local taxis here. There also seems to be a hop-on, hop-off bus service, which we'll just inquire about. But we're in downtown Palma, and we're going to be making our way up to the cathedral and Anima beach, which is to the right hand side just down the coast. So and when you arrive in Palma, there's the opportunity to get some exercise, because there is a cycle hire terminal here, a business offering up hire of bicycles, which is quite useful. And as you come out still further from the terminal, again there are some bus stops and obviously onward travel points here. It's obviously on the main road, so that's very, very useful. You don't have to take the cruise line excursions or the transfers. You can come out and get the public bus service. And so here we are, we're at the public bus stop outside the terminal, and there's a hop-on, hop-off bus trip there. Unsure at the moment how much that actually costs, but you can pick up your hop-on, hop-off bus tour from there, or you can pick up the local bus service, and we're hoping that that will take us down to the cathedral area. Stay tuned. Okay, cruise fans, so here we are in Palma de Mallorca. We've just got off the transfer bus and we are now at the cathedral, and I'll share a little bit of that with you in a moment. But I just thought I would share with you the fact that there's a fairly big open square, and it's the number 1 bus, and it's €1.50 for a single trip, and €3 of course for a return trip. And this is where you can pick that bus up and cross the road and take the bus back to the port, bus number 1, for your return. Hope that helps. And there are also lots of tours available, and one of the tours is that cycle tour from the kiosk that we showed you in the terminal, and obviously stopping at places of interest. And down the side of the cathedral itself is a very pleasant, very laid out area, and also a bit of a waterfall, which is all very nice and gives a little nice vibe and a nice ambience to the area itself. So this is on the left hand side of the cathedral, just off the main road by the lovely marina, which is across the road adjacent to the cathedral, and actually flows all the way around the bay. So we hope that is useful in terms of giving you a feel for where you're going. And the side of the cathedral and the walled area with ramparts is here. And so we have a nice and very pleasant walk down the side of the cathedral walls itself. And there's Susie, and we're just going to take our time now just to walk down this avenue and take a good look at the front of the cathedral itself. And so we walking down the side here, and it's punctuated by little pieces of art, which is quite nice, and a very, very pleasant, almost Tuscan look to the little avenue itself. And very helpful signs giving you directions to the various areas. And of course we're going to turn right in a little while and go off towards Cathedral and Parc de la Mar. And quaint little quiet side streets next to the church. And when we get to the end of the little quaint side streets, it brings us out into a main road area, and lots of little market stalls and cafes and restaurants, and lovely little stores and boutiques and gift stores and little cafe bars to sit and have something to eat. And this is one of the stops for the hop on hop off bus, because we're at Cathedral de Palma de Mallorca, which is in front of us, and we'll show you much more of that in a second. But just to give you some bearings on where we are, here is the little town area outside the Cathedral de Palma de Mallorca. And you can get yourself a hop on hop off bus tour here in Palma, and from the cruise port it costs you €22 and has a route that goes around the whole of the city. And this is the Cathedral de Mallorca stop. Okay, so here we are now, really downtown by the cathedral in Palma de Mallorca. We've just gone by the marina, which is on the left hand side, and a few little market stalls and shops that I've just shown you. Now here now is the little market area. It's only souvenirs and that sort of stuff, which is all quite pleasant. And also, and even more impressive, is Cathedral de Palma de Mallorca. So the Cathedral of Palma de Mallorca, a absolutely beautiful building with a rich Gothic history, obviously influenced by the Spanish, perhaps the Moors, and a really lovely place to come and view. So an absolutely stunning view over the cathedral and the living quarters itself, and really the walled city, which is all very nice, very lovely. You can see the top of the cathedral here. A lovely design, obviously, historical place of interest, and they're doing the front up here, doing some maintenance and repairs, which is always nice to see. And as we look in the other direction, we can see the coastline and the marina, which is again nice to see. And Susie's sitting down there, over there in a minute, and a nice manicured tree-lined area, and we're going to go up there now, and we're going to walk up through the park and take a look at Anima Beach, and take a look at Anima Beach, and we'll see what it has to offer. And a lovely little tree-lined area, and entry to Parc de la Mar, which is on this right-hand side of the cathedral. So we're going to go and check that out now. So I just thought I'd give you a quick glance back at the marina itself, and you can see there, obviously in the distance now, the cruise ships that we're on, including Vision of the Seas. And again, another view of the cathedral from this little park here, and a really lovely and well maintained area. As you can see, the park is nice. There's some seating, there's some pieces of art. How lovely. And we can see again some further development work going on, but also a lovely view of the rest of that area. And a beautiful little view of the cathedral and the old town, quite adjacent to Parc de la Mar, which is this park down here, and we're going to take a walk through there and see what we can find down in that area. Okay, so down the side of the walled city, the old walled city, is Parc de la Mar, and this is the far end of Parc de la Mar, and you can bring out the children, and there's a little play area for them, and access through the wall to the walled city itself. We're actually going to go further up this way towards the beach, Anima Beach, see what that's like. Now we've arrived at the end of Parc de la Mar, and we've crossed the road here now, and here we have the shoreline. Obviously lots of rocks and things here. We can see the marina in the far distance, and various cruise ships, one of which is Vision of the Seas, of course. And if I pan to the left, we can now see Anima Beach. So it's a little bit of a beach here, some rocky outcrops and a little bit of surf. So if you're brave to get in there, I think where the sand is there's a pedestrian access. And a little bit further down, past those stalls with the orange roof tiles, is a further length of beach, and we're going to go down and have a look at that now. Okay, so we've come a little further down the coast road, and it's a very busy road, but nicely there's a great pedestrianised area, and as you can see, an area for bicycles and the like. And here's the start of the beach, Anima Beach. Just a little tiny bit here by the rocks, but pedestrian access into there, and a nice restaurant and bar. And then further up you can see the main part of the beach, and of course the pedestrian area goes all the way down parallel to the beach. So within walking distance of Palma, the cathedral area, yes, you can get to what looks like quite a nice beach with various facilities, and it's a lovely outlook. It looks nice and clean. The sand is nice and clean, and azure blue sea. So there you go. So that's what you'll get if you come to Palma, come into the town, but also follow the coast around through Parc de la Mar to Anima Beach. So we hope this helps, and we hope that this gives you an idea of what's available and options outside of the cruise line or private tour excursions. Stay tuned. So here we are at Anima Beach, and there is a nice little bar and restaurant on the beach itself. And I don't think you pay anything to get in there, but it's a bit of a private facility, and not too busy, but somewhere you can come and get yourself a nice refreshing drink and maybe something to eat in a upscale area on the beach. Anima Beach, there is a very nice cafe and restaurant, quite busy over the left hand side there. Perhaps this is a slightly different area, maybe a different pricing structure, but all in all, quite a nice place to sit and relax and grab yourself a drink. And of course it's just by Anima Beach, so in the far distance you can see the marina and the centre of town. You can see the cruise ships over in the cruise port, and here there's a bit of a boardwalk area out to a rocky outcrop, and then to the left is the rest of Anima Beach itself. And so there you have it. If you're coming down to Palma, if you're spending time in the town around the cathedral area, you can also walk through Parc de la Mar on the right hand side of the cathedral, and about 800 yards down the coast is Anima Beach, and you can see that here. So we hope that helps, and if this is the sort of content that you like, then please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It's through your subscription our channel can grow. It's Ray and Sue's travel channel, and please do leave us any comments and any questions below this video if you want to know more about our experiences in Palma. Stay tuned. And this is the little entrance to the cafe and restaurant, and of course somewhere to park bicycles, because the area here is very pedestrianised and also has a busy cycle lane for cycles and scooters, and it's accessible as well. So if you're less able, or you have a wheelchair or a walking frame, then you can actually get down onto the area via these slopes. So that's Anima Beach, and as you can see in front of us, a nice pedestrianised area for people to take a walk. It's quite a busy road here, obviously, so the pedestrian area is very, very good. And so we've just walked inside the walled city now from Anima Beach, and here's another perspective in terms of the cathedral, and there's a very nice walkway around the outside of the wall, so you can take a look inside the walled city and also get closer to the cathedral itself. And here the view from the other side of the park, looking back towards the main town. Within the wall itself, just by the cathedral, there seems to be a bit of an event getting prepared for, so just a little bit of a practice going on. And producer and control, and nice little exit here now, which will take us along the lower walkway to the town again. So there we are. There is Palma. We'll grab some of the transfer bus footage on the way back, but that is Palma de Mallorca. That's the cathedral, Anima Beach, and the general walk around the walled city. So we hope this helps, and if it does, please consider liking and subscribing and leaving any comments or questions below. We will happily get back to you and give you the answer. Okay, so the €10 return shuttle buses are here just by the cathedral, and of course they go off to different ships, and in this case we're going to the Vision of the Seas. And if you like this video, why not check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a raft of other cruise videos covering the Far East, the Middle East, the Mediterranean, and the Caribbean and Mexico. So please leave us any comments that you'd like, and consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It's through your subscription that this channel can grow. So I hope you've enjoyed this tour of Palma de Mallorca, the downtown area, the cathedral and Anima Beach, and we hope it gives you some options for DIY excursions in the future. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.